So there's a couple different properties of triangles that I want to talk about before we get into other stuff. So up here I have 3 different kinds of triangles. Some of the formulas that we'll use, we'll talk about the side lengths of the triangles. So I think those are pretty self-explanatory. Those are just what are the 3 lengths of those 3 sides that make up the actual triangle. Some of our formulas, though, talk about the base and the height of the triangle. When you're looking for the base and the height, you want to look for things that are perpendicular. So if you think about when you go to the doctor's office or when you're trying to measure how tall you are, you don't slouch or you don't lean up against the wall, that you stand up straight. So if you think about it, you are perpendicular to the floor. That's what we want to look for when we're talking about a base and a height. The floor is going to be our base, and how tall you are is going to be the height. So in a triangle like this, you're probably pretty good with these. It will come down straight from the tip, that you'll see a line drawn straight down from the tip, and they'll do the little corner to show that that's a right angle. So in this case, this bottom part would be our base, this would be a height. For this triangle, it's actually going to be 2 sides, because here we have a right triangle where 2 sides are perpendicular. So we could use this as our base and this is our height. Okay? Now, in a triangle like this, they'll do something a little different. They'll do a line coming down, and then they'll do a dotted line coming over here, and then you'll have the little corner. This distance is going to be your height. So think of this as somebody standing up, leaning against a wall. Okay? This is the height of that triangle. Okay? This part, and only this part, is going to be your base. You will not include this part. Usually at this level they won't give you that distance, so you don't really have to worry about it. But we're looking at one side and perpendicular to it. Now, coming back to a triangle like this, you're getting a little bit later in school, so they're going to try to trick you. So they may do a triangle, and they may do something like this, and they'll do a right angle like that. It doesn't have to be something horizontal and vertical. As long as those 2 things are shown to be perpendicular, which in this case they are, this would be your base because this is one side of our triangle, and here's the height. This is how tall our triangle is.